This is RTV6 News at 11, working for you.
New at 11, RTV6 is working for you, getting answers for a group of seniors afraid that they're about to be priced out of the Brownsburg retirement community. RTV6's Graham Hunter talked to residents and the owner, who says they are simply offering better service for residents.
Forced me out. I'm a Vietnam veteran.
Tensions are running high at the Club Manor retirement community over the prospect of a rent hike.
I'm paying $990 right here. Now, you told me I'm not going to pay $1,900? Oh, come on.
The new managers and owners of the property, Core Development, held a meet and greet with residents to discuss what they're planning to change.
I kind of call it a one-stop shop senior living community for independent living seniors.
Marcy Seal is the new executive director of the community.
We're bringing transportation, we're bringing high-quality meals.
Seal says they're planning to honor any current lease rates, but says they will need to raise rent to pay for planned upgrades and to provide better quality service.
I am raising the rent rates to be very comparable to other assisted living, independent livings in the area. Not assisted living, independent living communities in the area.
Seal says it's up to residents to decide if they want to stay. Folks we talked to said they don't have a choice. How much have they raised your rent?
Well, mine's $699. They raised it to $1,020, and I don't make $1,020. I make $800. I get $800.
Diane Horton says she'll be forced to leave.
Here's my shower. Here's my seat where I sit. Here's my bed. This is my whole room.
She's not alone.
This is my uncle's apartment. It's 230 square feet.
Jennifer Pearson is unsure if her uncle Gary Bernhardt will be able to stay. She says he's been living month to month and that his lease is already expired.
I was told his rent would go up September 1st. So essentially he had 1 month to pay his rent at his current rate and find a new place to live and get out.
Seal says no one will be forced onto the streets.
I'm not kicking anybody out. Right. I will actually even help them find placement.
Reporting from Brownsburg, Graham Hunter, RTV6.
Management tells RTV6 they are not a licensed healthcare facility and they will not be able to accept Medicaid vouchers. Now to the forecast. It's another nice night to be outside, but temperatures are falling. Kevin joins us now tracking those changes. Kevin.
And one of the changes noticeable already, that north wind. Our temperatures at 76, but the humidity will be falling while you sleep. Any of the leftover showers and thunderstorms in the southern portion of the state are gone. We're dry for the next 5 days. We'll go on another dry stretch. Temperatures about to drop into the 60s. Lafayette and Peru, 77 for now in Columbus. Tomorrow morning, a comfortable start. Temperatures upper 50s to low 60s. You'll need the sunglasses first thing in the morning, then a mixture of clouds and sunshine in the afternoon. But lower 60s in the morning, mid to late morning temperature at 71. Here's your afternoon high. We'll talk about other changes for the day ahead and into the weekend coming up.
New bike lanes around downtown Indianapolis are confusing some drivers. The new two-way bike lane on Illinois eliminates a lane for cars. The previous lane for parking on the side of the street is now the bike lane. There are also poles separating the lanes to help protect cyclists from cars. One avid bike rider tells RTV6 it's a welcome change.
Some of us ride on the sidewalks because we didn't feel that the bike lanes specified that these are for us. But for the motorists to see that, hey, they're making specialized bike lanes for us, honor it.
The new bike lanes are part of the Red Line project. Indigo says the rapid transit bus service will start on September 1st. Another deadly interstate crash near a construction zone caused by a driver who did not slow down while approaching stopped traffic. That's according to Indiana State Police. Investigators say a van crashed into a semi-tractor trailer on I-70 near the State Road 267 exit in Hendricks County. Just after 2 o'clock this afternoon, 2 people in the van died. And a crash in a construction zone on I-465 killed a mother and her 18-month-old twins earlier this month. Police say in that case, a semi-driver slammed into stopped traffic on the highway near the Keystone exit. The crash also injured 7 people. And we are working to learn the circumstances surrounding the latest homicide in Indianapolis. Police were called to 30th and Capitol on the north side just before 7 o'clock tonight. When officers arrived, they found a man shot to death. We will bring you updates as we learn new information. New at 11, IMPD says a threat against rapper Cardi B is why she abruptly canceled tonight's concert at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. According to police, the threat is unverified and the public is not in danger. The concert is rescheduled to September 11th. Bankers Life Fieldhouse announced the cancellation about 30 minutes before the show was set to start. And tonight, we know why John Dillinger's remains will be dug up from his grave in Crown Hill Cemetery. It's part of a History Channel documentary project. We told you last night at 11, the health department has approved a request from Dillinger's nephew to disinter the body. Dillinger was considered public enemy number 1 in 1934 after allegedly robbing 20 banks and 4 police stations. Thousands of people across central Indiana do not have easy access to fresh and healthy food. Several new efforts are launching to help ease that problem. One program is helping 5 stores on the east side stock affordable and healthy food options. It's an expansion of the Indianapolis Healthy Food Retail Initiative. The Food Trust, a national organization, is part of that project, but representatives say the local community is leading the change.
We partner with a number of local organizations, even the local farm here in the Far East Side, and really believe that this is a comprehensive approach to healthy food access that is really best led from within the community.
A grant from the Anthem Foundation is funding that project. And people living in Eastside food deserts will also be able to take $2 Lyft rides to and from the 6 grocery stores listed on your screen. Mount Carmel Baptist Church will manage the program and identify qualified families. And you can find more information about both programs in the RTV6 app.
I hereby open Clearwater Elementary for this and future generations.
Washington Township Schools is celebrating a new elementary school tonight. Clearwater Elementary on East 79th Street will open to students on Thursday, the first day of school. The building includes safety and technology upgrades.
Both staff and students should be excited about these new environments that are innovative, using the best technology to afford our students the best opportunity for teaching and learning.
Another new elementary school in the district, Willow Lake on Harecourt Road, will hold a ribbon-cutting ceremony tomorrow. A man fighting to run for mayor of Indianapolis as an independent candidate says he is not giving up that fight. John Schmitz did not have enough signatures to get on the November ballot after many were invalidated. Schmitz appealed many of those signatures this morning, but the Marion County Election Board unanimously rejected his appeal. Schmitz says he will not stop appealing until he is on the ballot. And half of the Democratic presidential hopefuls took the stage in Detroit tonight, debating health care, immigration, and other hot topics. ABC's Maggie Rulli reports.
Day 1 of back-to-back Democratic debates in Detroit kicked off by pitting the candidates against each other on one of the most important issues for the party, health care.
Healthcare is a human right, not a privilege.
Despite backlash over his plan's logistics from many other candidates, Senator Bernie Sanders defended his plan for universal health care.
You don't know that,
Second
Bernie.
of all,
We'll come to you in a second,
I do know when I wrote the damn bill.
What I'm talking about is really simple. We should deal with the tragedy of the uninsured and give everyone health care as a right. But why do we got to be the party of taking something away from people?
Senator Elizabeth Warren jumping in.
Medicare for all will fix that, and that's why I'll
Thank you,
fight
Senator.
for
Just
it.
Other hot topics, immigration.
When I'm president, illegally crossing the border will still be illegal.
I expect that people who come here follow our laws, and we reserve the right to criminally prosecute them if they do not.
The point is not about criminalization. That has given Donald Trump the tool to break families apart.
And climate change.
I've listened to scientists on this, and they're very clear. We don't have more than 10 years to get this right.
And trending online, Tim Ryan, the Ohio congressman, did not put his hand over his heart for the national anthem, some comparing it to Colin Kaepernick kneeling. For many of these candidates, this could be the end of the road. Only about half have even qualified for the next round of debates, and experts say the performance here at this debate has already started to thin the pack. Maggie Rulli, ABC News, Detroit.
Is your child's school doing enough to keep kids safe during a tornado? Call 6 investigates. And the RTV6 team will be live at the Indiana State Fair on Friday. Friday is opening day at the fair and RTV6 Day. From llamas to bees to popcorn, we'll show you some of the unsung heroes of the heartland. You're watching RTV6 News at 11.
AndyMooreToyota.com.
This is RTV6 News at 11, working for you.
Only on RTV6, Hiring Hoosiers, an initiative connecting you to jobs, training, resources, and more. Next week, Eskenazi Health will host a networking event for nurses. It's a way to learn more about career opportunities at Eskenazi. The event goes from 5 to 7 on August 8th in the Cafe Soleil restaurant at Eskenazi. NIU Health has a new resource for employees who play a big role in keeping its hospitals and facilities operating. Housekeepers. There's high turnover in that position. In an effort to change that, IU Health hired a social worker to help those employees with issues that impact their work.
We really want to be connected on a deeper level with our team members. We really want to make sure that they come in and are well prepared. And if they're not well prepared, then to get them prepared. I think that's a difference and makes us unique.
If the program is successful, IU Health plans to expand it to help more employees. For more information about careers at IU Health, how to register for the Eskenazi Nurse Networking event, or any other Hiring Hoosiers opportunity you see on RTV6, go to hiringhoosiers.com. Summer break is winding down, and as the school year winds back up, there's a lot of focus on student safety. Indiana is one of the most vulnerable when it comes to one safety issue: tornadoes. Our Call 6 Investigates team is working for you, uncovering the lack of laws in the Hoosier state that require tornado shelters in your child's school. Our Kara Kenny also learned that money is available each year to install shelters that your school may not know about.
When a tornado warning reaches your child's school, chances are they gather in an interior hallway like this one and crouch down against the wall. The Indiana Department of Homeland Security says there's actually a better way: a tornado safe room or shelter. Across the rolling cornfields in southern Indiana, tornadoes are common. Who could forget this footage from a Henryville school as a deadly tornado struck in 2012? It resonated with mother of two, Nicole Purley.
I mean, it was terrifying.
Nicole lives in Salem. It's 19 miles from Henryville. Her two kids go to Brady Shrum Elementary. She doesn't worry about her kids here because the school installed a tornado safe room.
It means the world because should something ever happen, I know that they're safe.
The school calls the shelter a tornado safe room. It's actually an entire wing with 4 classrooms and a multi-purpose room. If a tornado strikes, the space turns into the school's tornado shelter. It's likely the only one in Indiana.
Why are more schools not doing this?
I think they just don't know that it's available.
Retired Superintendent Lynn Reed and Principal Brent Minton both became concerned after Henryville and sprang to action.
The devastation was just amazing, and we didn't want that for our kids, for our students, and for our community, and so we wanted to provide them the safest building possible.
The room can hold up to 1,200 students and staff during a tornado. It has reinforced concrete and tornado-safe windows and doors. It can withstand winds of up to 250 miles an hour. Here's a picture of students gathered in the safe room watching movies during a recent tornado outbreak in March 2019.
They didn't even realize anything was going on outside the building. They had a good time, rested. It was a good experience for them.
They applied for and received a FEMA grant to make this $3 million tornado safe room a reality. Salem was required to put up a 25% match, but they put in even more with $1.4 million. Is this a good use of taxpayer money?
It's one of the best.
What's been the reaction from parents? Did you get any pushback at all?
We did not. Our parents want our children safe, and they were very happy that we pursued this.
Call 6 Investigates reached out to the Indiana Department of Homeland Security. They want schools to know the state can receive up to 10 of these tornado safe rooms per year. Is this something that your agency is urging schools to do?
Yes.
So what's the biggest roadblock? Why are schools not doing this?
It would be the money and the staff. These are very detailed applications. It does take a lot of work, about a year and a half to develop an application.
Homeland Security says Indiana is rated one of the highest when it comes to tornado risk.
As we build more things, there will be more people potentially at risk.
This can happen anywhere.
Anywhere across the state.
We've seen tornadoes hit schools in rural areas, but also urban areas, like the tornado that hit Beech Grove on June 15th. Despite these risks, Indiana has no laws or building codes in place requiring schools to have tornado shelters.
We found a bunch of other states with rules requiring shelters in newly constructed schools, including our neighbors in Illinois, Ohio, and Michigan. Adding a tornado shelter to a new building adds about 5% to the cost of the school. Parents and school officials we talked with in Salem support a change to Indiana law.
We hope that all school corporations get to have a facility like this to keep their kids safe.
Salem has already applied for FEMA funding to bring tornado-safe rooms to their middle and high schools. They encourage other school districts take greater steps to protect themselves from this type of natural disaster. Here's what you can do as a parent. Talk to your principal, superintendent, or school board about tornado protection. You can also reach out to state lawmakers and ask if they have any plans to require newly constructed schools have tornado shelters in place. Working for you, I'm Call 6 Investigates, Kara Kenny.
Kara, thanks. And Salem was the first school district in Indiana to receive a FEMA grant for a tornado safe room, but other grants have been awarded, including to a Boy Scout camp in southern Indiana. We have included more info on how to apply for FEMA grants for tornado shelters in your child's school in this story on the RTV6 app and the IndyChannel.com. Kevin.
And Amanda, I'll mention April, May, and June, the 3 most likely months for tornadoes in Indiana, but we've had them in every month of the year, and then even in the fall, around November, we see a little uptick as we make another seasonal change. For us, let's talk about changes for tomorrow. Humidity's down, cooler temperatures. We hit 87 today. We'll just be in the lower 80s tomorrow, and a nice north breeze accomplishing the goal of lowering the temperature and humidity. Dry right on through the weekend. We're into another dry stretch. Early next week, our chance for showers and thunderstorms will increase. Average temperature 84 or 85 this time of year. We'll be a little below that. Next couple of days, it's not until the weekend the temperature comes above average. It does that without raising the humidity too much. That will stay comfortable. If you can't make it to the State Fair on Friday, you've still got a good weekend to get to 38th and Fall Creek. There's your breeze out of the north tomorrow, 10 to 15 miles per hour. It calms down a bit during the afternoon, and it brings that cooler, more comfortable air into the state. I'd say in the northern half of the state, you'll struggle to hit 80 for an afternoon high with a mixture of clouds and sunshine. Elsewhere, Indy about 82, lower 80s, Terre Haute to Columbus on the south. And unlike today, where we had the thunderstorms pop up in the southern third of the state, I think we'll all be dry. As we look beyond, start looking at the State Fair on Friday. Temperatures at noon on Friday at 78. 83 will be the temperature for the afternoon high. Not just Friday, but Thursday and Friday. When we step into the weekend is when we'll start to warm things up. Thursday temperatures last day below average. Temperatures as we get to the weekend climb just a little bit with a little more humidity, but nothing like we've had recently. 86 for the high temperature on Sunday. Early next week, chance for showers and thunderstorms will begin to increase. Temperatures in the mid 80s. That 7-day planner, nice and comfortable for the overnight lows the next several nights in the lower 60s. Give you an opportunity to maybe turn off the air conditioning and let some fresh air in the house. Temperatures are consistently around 85 from Saturday through Tuesday of next week.
Okay, looks good. I like it.
Especially if you're going to Westfield, Colts camp, next couple days.
Good football weather.
They actually have an off day. They have a 3-day work week, and they have an off day on Friday. It's like Amanda's work schedule. I mean, it's amazing how that happens. And Andrew Luck, well, his time on the turf at Colts camp limited to just this today. Call it a conservative cause when the news at 11 continues.
BatteriesPlus.com.
Welcome back. Good evening to you. No need to hit the panic button, or is there? Colts QB Andrew Luck set to miss the next few practices while dealing with that lingering strained calf, which he's been nursing for a couple of months now.
It's a calf strain, and we're on our feet a lot, and I know to be the best quarterback I want to be, to help this team like I want to help them, I can't be, I'm not looking for average, and if I'm going out here with pain, I'll be average. I will feel like an average quarterback, and I'll be an average quarterback. That's not good enough for me. That's not good enough for this club.
You know what? I never settle for average either. I get it. I completely get it. And no one's saying Luck will miss any games this season. In fact, Andrew says he'll definitely be back for week 1, but he's certainly missed a few games in his career, hasn't he? Hang on, Andrew. Other than that, still a cool day at Colts camp, especially if you had an ARP card. Truly one grand day. In tonight's Sports Extra Spotlight. On On the field, the calendar says it's Tuesday. But for those watching, well, the Colts put the grand into the grandstands, hosting Grandparents' Day. All good for Wynn Shelton.
It is cool. And I appreciate my kids and grandchildren that appreciate me enough to bring me out here today.
That's pretty cool. Where are they, though? They all took off on you?
They went to
the concession stand.
Yeah, they went to the concession stand.
The Moores brought their grandsons. In fact, it's for the second straight year.
When we came out last year, we didn't have the Colts interactive area.
Yeah, that's right.
We didn't have all the concession stands. It's just, they really did a nice job.
Bryce Tressler agrees. He brought his grandson, Nicholas, from New Pal.
You hope your grandmother's watching?
Yeah.
Well, is she watching the 11 o'clock news on Channel 6?
Yeah, she probably is.
Okay, then she just saw you.
Call it a packed grandstand with grandsons and granddaughters alike.
What's the best thing about being a grandparent?
Enjoying them, filling them up for sugar, and sending them home.
And Gene Moore's grandson sees it coming.
What did you get at the concession stand?
Sour Pops.
Sour Pops. Uh-huh. How's that going to go over when you go back home?
Meanwhile, Wynn's grandkids are back.
We got blueberry muffin.
Yes.
Yes. We got a lemonade.
Yes.
Yeah.
And my name is Grace. Grace.
And all hoping this upcoming season is full of grace.
You got a prediction for the team?
Yeah, Super Bowl. I think Super Bowl all the way.
What's happened to Andrew? Why isn't he here?
We're kind of wondering that too.
Yeah, they got him. They'll make the playoffs.
I think the team would pull together, God forbid, nothing happens to them.
I think they're going to definitely make the playoffs. I think they'll win the South.
But whatever happens this fall, this day was a win as well. Because when it's all said and done, it's about
the love that they show you. They appreciate the grandparents. I don't know what it is about that, but it's an awesome type of love, and we love them just as much.
That was fun. Youth will be served, by the way, tomorrow. Back to school day at Colts Camp, 9 a.m. at Grand Park. Browns tonight, first and foremost, for Andrew Luck, had a very special meeting after practice today.
Terry's autograph.
Oh, yeah. Just him and you.
Him and I? Okay, well, I'm honored to be included with Adam Vinatieri and on your football.
Al Luck meeting 94-year-old Lillian Orff, lives at the Wellbrook Assisted Living Home up in Westfield. And as part of their Live a Dream program, she was able to meet Luck today. Very memorable, obviously, for both. All right, 9 a.m. tomorrow. You there? A couple hours away.
You are. Gonna get enough sleep?
That's right.
We'll be right back.
Sleep's overrated.
Elite crew cab models with a standard tailgate.
The Indianapolis Zoo hopes to introduce visitors to its newest additions later this summer. The zoo is now home to 6 baby sloths from Panama. I know, how can you not say that? Many of them were orphaned at a very young age, according to the zoo. Right now, the sloths are being cared for in a behind-the-scenes area. The Indianapolis Zoo opened a new sloth exhibit this year. And if you can't get enough of these little babies, we have a picture gallery in the RTV6 app, so you should just go take a look at it.
I like that. They're just all kind of in a pile together.
They're darling.
Now, these pictures, this video, do they move that slow?
No, this is video.
It'll take them 1 year to work out their way out to the exhibit. Temperatures tomorrow, upper 70s for highs, plenty of sunshine, a nice north wind, low humidity, below average for a couple more days.
Well, thanks for making RTV6 your choice for news. GMI starts at 4:30. Good night.
That's all we've got.